What are you doing?
I'm doing this jigsaw puzzle, but I lost the last pieces. I can't find them.
He's looking for them?
No, I'm looking for my contact lens.
And he has the contact lens and...
Oh.
Do you have the pieces? You find the pieces?
Man, careful, careful!
Hold on. I've got something.
You don't even know where you're stepping right now, man.
Hold on. I got it.
You idiot, the puzzle pieces.
No.
What do you get?
Ba-ba!
Oh. How did the pieces wound up in pieces? Is this like one of those Russian dolls?
Pieces and pieces, pieces of pieces. People need people.
Done!
That's just for the joke?
You guys want to watch a movie?
MaJaMa. MaJaMa. MaJaMa.
Warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces. It's exactly what you think it is. Pieces. Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
Welcome back, everybody, once again. From our living room to yours, hello. Jason, Mateo, and Matthew here with you once again. And today we are diving into a movie that isn't about jigsaw puzzles or small Reese's candy, but it is called Pieces. And we'll also be touching on the fact that it's part of one of the most completely disjointed, having nothing to do with one of the other movies' trilogy since the newest Star Wars. That'll be a subtopic.
Yes.
But getting into it, it's a nasty little masterpiece here. I quite enjoyed it. As usual, this has been brought to us by the maestro of underground unknown cinema, at least out of the three of us. Mateo.
Yes.
We are coming into Pieces. And why don't you tell us what it's about?
Pieces is a wannabe thriller. I say it's fair to say because it's hardly scary. But
It thrilled me in other ways.
yes. But it's a fun romp in the classic slasher genre. And the story is pretty much the same of every other movie with a little twist. So if you haven't seen it, there are gonna be spoilers.
It pops up at the beginning with a picture of a cute shark next to it.
Yes, but still, it's better to... people don't read anymore. Anyways, a kid who is making a nasty jigsaw puzzle of a naked woman.
It's actually quite tame, to be honest.
Yes. Well,
It's not like it's a hustler shot of straight spread eagle.
no, but consider that the antifact took place in 1942 or something like that. It would have
That's
been pretty explicit.
That's a good point, and also you keep using the word antifact, which I have pieced together. That means intro, and yet once again the Italian has used a word that I usually don't know about.
Antifact is because this is a fact. This is before the fact, so ante.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a foreign word.
Anti-fact.
That didn't really look like the 40s.
No, well,
Did it look like Boston?
I mean, it said Boston, so yeah, I guess.
Yes, it's Boston, Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that brings me to a point is that there's not... We can if we want, but like you said, there's not much by way of synopsis. It's pretty much a slasher. I think
It's pretty much the usual.
The backstory is way more interesting.
There is a kid who kills his mom.
As per usual.
As it happens in every single good household in Boston.
2, at least, movies.
Plenty of movies.
No, I'm sorry, at least these 2, I mean.
Oh, yes.
At least these 3.
These 3.
No, 2.
Only 2 you're saying he killed his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, in only 2 he kills the mom. Yes.
But they all have an artifact and a gap.
Where you see pretty much the killer
As a child.
killing as a child, and then we move. In this case, we move 40 years or something like that. So it's a huge gap. In which case, in theory, it excludes every single students of the school. But anyways, we moved to a school in Boston.
College, right?
College in Boston, where there is the least expert skateboarder. And
Yeah, what was... I completely forgot about that. What the fuck was that?
we'll talk about that later. We'll make a whole section apart.
We have a lot of isolated pieces to talk about.
So in this campus, there is a murderer who uses a chainsaw to behead young ladies.
You said he's trying to reconstruct his mom.
But this is the
Spoilers.
Yes, this is the thing. That the killer is in the campus, he kills the ladies to remove body parts to rebuild the corpse of his mom.
Why?
Because.
I mean, he's the one that killed her.
Yes. So
you did this.
And he saved the shoes and the dress that she had. And
I think like you said, it was a slipcover for a couch.
Yes. It was she murdered a couch and she made a dress.
Skin that thing alive.
Yes. The movie is a very bland whodunit.
Well, you should say bland in terms of the actual whodunit. It's definitely not bland in.
No. Yes.
It's a bland. The whodunit element.
I'm talking about the plot
Gotcha.
right now, and so it tries to throw you off with a teacher with mustache who, for some reason, at a certain point, they throw in that he's a homosexual for no particular reason.
It's a motive in itself.
Yes, there is a very subtle gardener.
What was the point of that?
It's just like to make you think, it's him. Because usually every time there is a murder, he comes out from a door
Got a bag.
or something.
Zipping up his pants.
I meant the homosexuality, but yes. That's
The homosexuality. No, it doesn't come into play, and it's revealed at the end as if you were, I don't know.
If it was a bombshell.
Yes.
Maybe it was just the 80s and it was like, that dude's gay.
It's possible.
You ever seen that in a movie?
And so eventually we find out that the kid who killed his mom grew up. He became somehow the dean of this college because, that's in your resume. He drugs the tennis player.
He's an undercover cop playing it.
Who's an undercover cop playing tennis. I mean, a former tennis champion who's now...
This fall on NBC, she was a former tennis champion turned cop going back to undercover high school tennis champion. College, sorry.
Something like that.
By the way, you know, if Scooby-Doo tried to say the name of this movie, he'd be just grabbing peanut butter. Reese's! Pause for laughter.
Yes, I will leave it here. But then they arrive at the last minute and she is blatantly trying to tell that, even if she's drugged and she can't move, but her eyes are darting towards the curtain and nobody notices it. So much for the detective.
Not even that, but the detective goes like, "Oh, no one's here. We gotta go find him."
Exactly.
Like there's like you walked in 2 rooms just to get to that one room.
The classic feet sticking out below the curtain.
Yeah.
And the police throw him a puff of blood on his forehead, and he dies. And they find out, thanks to a revolving bookcase, the body that the dean was actually doing.
Join the force, kid. We're finding out little secrets like that all the time. Really?
And then there is the most incomprehensible scene in the movie that the...
Did you show us that scene before?
No.
one?
I never did.
The clawing at his dick and ripping through his pants?
Don't brood over it, kid. Let's go.
Hey, my jacket.
I swear I almost don't want to talk about that because it was such a beautiful, like,
Because the slow motion fall of the body on top. Granted,
that was very cool.
Yes.
You would smell that thing the second you fucking walk into the room. But
Yes.
Regardless of that, and the fucking idiot's putting it in his, or he says no one goes to this apartment. But either way, the slow motion fall, the body falling onto the kid, and
Yes.
oh my god, this was a very classic. Oh, God, this is how the movie's gonna end. The slow motion fall, the body falling apart, and then you cut again. Okay, you're okay, kid. You're still in the room even after this happened. And then the hand just comes up from the corpse, grabs the kid's dick, and just rips through his jeans.
Straight blood.
Um,
Which would be amazing if it was like a taloned demon or something.
but you'd have to
Yes.
establish something paranormal throughout this movie before that
it's
point.
funny because
nothing happens but until
No,
that
But,
point.
but think about it. It's if you're trying to make a cohesive movie, it's dumb. But it's almost as if
Yeah.
they shot. I'm saying they almost as if they shot for the aftermath, and they thought of three movie nerds sitting around the living room filming a show about it. In which case, it's godly. It's one of the greatest things that ever happened. It's almost if they literally were like shooting for the commentary and were like, "This will make no sense. It'll be amazing. It'll be memorable. Nerds will discuss it." Because I mean, for God's sakes, the last scene is a dead corpse's arm reaches up and, like you said, claws through jeans enough to bloody up the nuts.
I think that they actually wanted to mimic
Friday.
Friday. You have the ending where she beheads the mom, so everything is calm, and then you have that one extra jump scare.
Actually, that's a great point because you don't really have anything supernatural on Friday the 13th
No.
until Jason comes up from the water at the end.
Yes.
Actually, that is an interesting point. I don't really think I ever thought about that. That it's a complete, normal, simply just murderous revenge movie that could happen until the zombie Jason comes back.
Willard, when do you expect your work will be finished here with us on the campus?
I don't know. Maybe in a week or two, maybe more. You don't have to worry. It won't cost you any more. That's the deal I made with your secretary. I ain't getting paid by the hour.
Yes, Willard, I know. But in that case, then, the sooner you finish here, the sooner you'll be able to accept another job elsewhere. I think that's only good business,
That's
wouldn't
for
you say?
sure. I'll be as quick as I can.
Good, good.
What are you doing? No, please, no!
Sounds like a nothing plot even more when you talk it out.
Well, yes, because the plot is just like it's kind of like a Christmas tree where you hang your ornaments, and your ornaments are the murder scenes.
Right. So now we've gotten all that boring plot crap out of the way. Let's get into all the gorgeousness
Yes.
that was Pieces. Where do we even start? Let's talk about the Boston, Spain thing and talk about the
Yes.
more interesting where it was. So this is actually a Spanish movie.
This is a Spanish movie.
Shot in another language mostly, except for the cops you were saying?
The main leads were actually English-speaking people. Christopher George is the lieutenant who cannot smoke. I mean, he doesn't seem to be able to find out the concept of a lighter.
Yes.
And he's a detective.
They bring it up once.
Yes.
Now, will you please give me a match?
Sorry, I don't smoke.
Visually, it's never lit. So
Yeah, it would have to be like he's trying to quit smoking, so he's just having the action of having it in his
the
mouth.
oral fixation.
Probably, yes. Yeah.
But no, it's just not brought up.
No, it doesn't come into play. It doesn't- his colleague,
Match. Give it up, Lieutenant.
Christopher George, was a great character actor. His main role was in Rat Patrol, a TV show.
Rat Patrol?
Rat Patrol, I believe it's called. And
Wow.
and he was also, of course, in Grizzly.
What was Rat Patrol about?
Well, we're all curious.
This is his penultimate movie. He died the year after.
Unrelated.
I don't know. I didn't put together the pieces. So the movie was shot entirely in Spain. It's set in Boston, and the Boston shots were stock footage from a previous movie that the director actually did in Boston. So they used.
No one had a Boston accent.
I was just saying, again, one of the most iconic accents, and you
Yeah.
said it there. Said it in some generic spot that isn't known for, like, bring the car around.
Personally, I've never been to Boston. I don't know exactly the landmarks, but you pretty much just I see the university, the campus, the facade of the campus, and that's it. I don't know if it's an important campus in Boston or not, but everything else has been shot.
Someone knows.
Yes, I'm sure.
Comments.
Yes.
Where is Boston?
The director also, whose name is I'm sure I'm butchering it, Juan Piquer Simon. I'm not sure about the Piquer, so forgive me if I mispronounced it, which I probably...
Well, if you did it, we sure so can't get it right.
He did a couple of adaptation of Jules Verne, and he did, to me personally, the scariest movie of all time, because of a phobia I have, and the movie is slugs.
What's wrong?
Well, you see these slime trails everywhere? Those new houses I was checking out this afternoon were just full of them.
Slime trails. Oh, I saw the biggest slug in the world right before you got home.
Jesus Christ, those things are
I
big.
told you they were big.
Big, they're gigantic. Ah, damn thing bit me.
Question, I think we talked about this. Do you have the same problem with snails?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the slime trail?
But is it more so the slug because you don't have at least the
No, it's
shell?
in general. It's just like both. I mean, they're the same. One has a home on
It's an
top.
aesthetic thing?
I think so. I think it's just like I mean, I reconducted that to a shock that I got when I was a kid watching The African Queen with Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn.
Ooh, 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 the little beggars. Ooh. Ooh, pull them off me. Oh, no, the head stay in. Poison your blood.
So.
Which looks like slugs, at least in that movie it did. And it terrified me as a kid, and I think that is stuck with me, even if I rationalize, and I also know that probably if a slug would ever chase me, I'm not particularly the fastest creature on land, but I probably can outrun it.
Wait, you own slugs?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, I mean, a movie... to me, it's absolutely fantastic. The idea of killer slugs is too fun to pass on. I was hoping that watching that movie, it would kind of like cure me. I would say, okay, I'm watching a movie that is so genius. I can't. I can watch it in 5 minutes increments. We will watch it for this show. They will watch it for this show. I will be mostly like this, but whatever.
How bad is the actual phobia?
It's bad.
Like hyperventilating and stuff?
Yes.
If one was
yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, stay tuned for slugs on this channel.
Yes. By the way, all of this, and then we'll go back to pieces.
Let's not fall to pieces.
All right. Focus. So,
anyways, and by the
saying?
way, I realize that being afraid of slugs is hilarious at the same time as terrifying for me, but it's a funny thing. But anyways, I digress. So
hard left there.
Yes. Sorry for the long.
How did we get on slugs?
We had 3 movies and we're talking about slugs.
Yes, of course, you're right.
These 3 movies that we have here, Pieces, Blood Rage, and The Mutilator, have been, for some reason, put together in a lot of controversy, because they're all 3 movies that are independent, slasher, fairly gory, and...
around the same time period? Mostly the same time?
Give or take, yes. Blood Rages, it was shot in 82, I think, but it came out in 87. Never figured out exactly why. Pieces is 82, and I think that The Mutilator is 83. So give or take is the same.
My question is, who made? How you know of these as an unofficial trilogy?
Yes.
Who put this information out there? Who made the grouping?
Who's the guy?
Yeah, give us a name. No, but like, who made it so that you discovered these as an
I found it out
trilogy?
still when I was back in Italy.
Oh.
Because I have an accent, if you haven't noticed.
Atsamara, hey, Atsamara for you.
And I've always been curious, but I've never been able to see... Well, I think that back then only Pieces had come out. because it was Spanish, so it was kind of like closer to Italy and everything. The other two, I don't think they came out. Maybe now that home videos and satellite television and everything, they have to fill up stuff, so probably now they are there. But the only one way back when it was Pieces, which of course I couldn't see it because
Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
In 1982, I was still too young to see it, but I remember that it was this. They were talking about it, saying, "My God, it's very crude and gory," and so I was incredibly curious. So I tried to look for every single possible information, and I don't remember if it was on a Fangoria issue that I found, or some other British magazines, and they were talking about these three movies back then. I don't know why they singled out these three, but specifically they were under this umbrella because there were plenty of movies, especially in England.
Kind of fit this.
Yes, and they were confiscated or forbidden or just like underground. I have this copy or something. And finally, I was being able to see it. Granted, seeing them almost 40 years later, they've lost a little bit of the bite. I'm sure that back then they were shocking and almost frantic in terms of pacing. Although I have to say that Pieces has good deaths.
Yes.
A couple of them really impressed me, and I guess I'll just get into the little tidbit I found out about reading it. So they used real chainsaws.
Yes.
They used real pig guts and meat and blood from local slaughterhouses. None of that was fake.
And also the detail of the chainsaw going through the belly of the young lady, I think in the bathroom, it's actually a pig.
Huh.
I love to work with pigs.
Oh, they put like a pig with a shirt?
Yes, exactly.
And
awesome behind-the-scenes shot.
What I was going to say on that very one, which I did kind of impress me, was that in that scene, the chainsaw came so close to her that the actress peed herself. So the shot you see in the movie is her actually peeing herself. I love the gore, I love the kill, I love the framing, I love the shot. There were a couple ones here where even though mostly we enjoyed this as kind of a laugh-at-it B-movie, there were a couple of shots where it really completely worked for me with both gore and craftsmanship.
Yes.
But the shot of her peeing herself was like a close-up.
Yes.
I mean, were they just focused on her crotch or they cropped it?
Don't you ever?
Well, he does make a good...
Maybe she peed herself and they went back and they reshot it. Just
Probably
to make it
yes.
look like she peed
Probably
herself.
it's highly possible.
No.
How you know?
Because it's sad if that's true.
I'm sorry, but is all this really necessary?
We can start with a skateboarder at the beginning.
Okay.
Which is
What the fuck was that?
And a confession
Why?
that will make him dig into me as usual. I read it in there. It was like, this movie has everything. Boobs, blood, incompetent skateboarding. He's going to yell at me. I don't remember. Yep, there's the face. There's the face.
The weirdest, most random, unconnected death scene that opens the movie. I mean,
Wait,
right
wait,
after
okay. Refresh my
There's
dumbass.
that dumb bitch, like 60s surf movie, skateboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Strip. They're
Okay,
bringing a
never mind.
giant
Take it
mirror
back.
through the back lot. She slides right.
That was like a
through
Jackass scene.
Yeah, but
Yes.
like, you don't see her die.
No.
You don't see her get cut
I
up.
take it back. I
You see
completely
the
remember
mirror
that.
shatter, but it's not connected. They're not trying to kill her.
There is nothing, and also
the murderer didn't.
the way that he shot, she would have had all the time in the world to jump off the skateboard or doing what. It's not that they just appear at the last moment. So I don't know what the hell that was.
Who was she?
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's cut in between the mom.
Yes,
still-
smashing the glass at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't even see the aftermath.
Yeah.
You just see a cascade of broken pieces of the mirror. I mean, I understand that probably they couldn't find a pane of glass that big to do the gag, because it would make more sense with a pane of glass than with a mirror.
Maybe she
But-
set the whole thing in motion because she broke the mirror, causing bad luck. She broke the mirror into pieces, and the pieces shattered down. They formed the title of the movie.
Let's go with that.
You think after she shattered the pane, she got up and she was like, there was a chunk of it stuck in her buttock. And she was like, what a pain in the ass. Took a while to get there, but...
Yes. And if that was a scene out of nowhere and a completely stupid scene, let's talk about the Kung Fu instructor.
Oh my God, man. Yo, what the fuck? It's like, oh, here's an idea. Throw it in there. Does it connect? Is there any context? No.
So apparently they were shooting a movie nearby with this actor who was a Bruce Lee impersonator. And so they say, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have him in the movie? Sure, let's make this scene that makes perfect sense.
I mean, you can easily be like, oh shit, I've heard of all the murders on the campus. I thought you might have been sneaking around the corner about to attack me, so I attacked you first. What a crazy mishap. But no, he comes out of nowhere, starts fucking kung fu kicking her. She pulls out a gun, he knocks it out of her hand, he knocks her to the ground, she kicks him in the nuts. He lays there motionless for like 5 minutes as this dude drives up on the motorbike, then pops up, throws out every fucking single Asian stereotype you can think of, packed into about a 30-second monologue, and then just runs off without any sort of, oh, sorry, miss.
Hey, Miss Riggs!
Kendall.
What happened here?
Well, he jumped me. There he is.
Oh, hey, it's my Kung Fu professor. What's the story, Chow?
Oh, I am out jogging, and next thing I know, I am on ground. Something I eat. Bad chop suey. So long.
Take it easy.
What are you doing here this time of night?
And he's referred to as, oh, that's my Kung Fu professor.
Yes. It was...
Jesus Christ, it's so lazy. And I was just eating some rice and dumplings. Sorry, got to get back to my karate class.
It's the only that I can think of. The other cameo that you say, okay, let's make a cameo. But we didn't really think this through. It was in Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Excuse me.
Hey! That's not fair.
Maintenance, I gotta go grease the chain. You hear how dry it sounds?
Sorry. Come on, let's go.
He was there. He would have been the next in line. And no, after all the line, one jumps in front of him, he leaves.
I don't remember that at all. And also, you don't want to...
Did George want to be in the movie?
Or the Stan Lee cameo in Mallrats.
Keep up all the good work.
You keep reading them. I'll keep writing them.
Hey, Stan.
Yeah.
She really meant that much to you?
Brody, I'd give it all up. All of it. For just one more day with her. Take care.
And he goes in a different direction. The one that he was actually originally going. So it's very bizarre.
Just crawls over the banister and jumps to the next level.
It's almost. Probably if they have kept the frame wide.
If they had the budget, that actually would have been in the spirit of it. Be like, well, gotta go. Whip, and like flies up into the air. That would have been amazing.
And then one of the students goes to the... What happened?
Chumley's eyes just went inside his body.
Huh?
Matthew.
Man, relax. I was the one who made him. I can fix him.
He's a real person. You didn't make him.
Oh! That was the original eye I tried, but I had to cut it off and push it inside his body.
Oh.
So
How many times have you said that sentence in your life?
It was good because it was extraction. Now we just got to get his regular eye back out. There it goes.
Show him.
Oops.
Everyone.
Hold on. Got his eye right. He's okay, kids.
It's okay.
Just waking up from a nap. You know, we're all kind of tired. Our eyes are a little sore in the morning.
You know when you sleep, your eyes go inside the socket.
You know there's a good chance the people that are watching this that do know us like him way better than do us. Because Chumley has a lot of
I
fans.
like him more than you. Okay, just don't want to, grab his face too hard.
As you just did. You're to blame.
He's fine.
Hey,
Ooh, my special boy!
Got someone else for you too.
Get on the couch. There you go. Chumley, the chum star.
Dad threw this out years ago. And I snuck out that night to take him out of the trash because I felt sad inside. Like you can never be too old for stuffed animals.
Are you pulling out stuff from Chumley?
Oh my god. Okay, we'll need some tape later.
Dude.
Relax. Go back to your
Thank God
discussions.
you have two. I mean, you don't have two because it's a real thing.
Do you want Mort?
Standing!
Both end in RT. Okay.
So let's talk about our cop lady tennis player playing a cop.
Oh yes,
undercover
we have our
tennis player,
famous tennis player, newly on the police force, going undercover,
who's
as a
also
college
famous
tennis
enough
player.
that a college student, the second he sees her, recognizes her as a tennis player.
Fly.
Hey, aren't you Mary Riggs?
Mary? Kendall James.
I'm real pleased to meet you. I try to catch all your games. What's a tennis champion doing in this place?
This place is my living.
What? You mean you work here?
I sure do.
Whereas a TV reporter does absolutely have no idea.
On top of, like you said, seeing her at the police station, and the very next day she's at the school, and not make any sort of connection as to who you are, why are you also here, and like, why is the tennis even important? There's like she plays some.
No, and also the funniest
why
part.
Why is it even?
Yes, but the funniest part also in the back, behind the scenes, none of the actors knew how to play tennis. And she was supposed to be a tennis pro of some sort. So they hired a tennis coach to make her at least plausible for being that. But it's...
Also, you... What? You brought it up. Why does the cop have such immaculate faith in the young kid? Why is he like, he couldn't be a suspect? Come on, you know he's legit. No, I'm going to let him in on that. We need a man on the inside. I trust him immaculately.
Listen, kid, I'm putting in more patrols, but they can't be everywhere. I want you to keep your eyes and ears open. I need all the help I can get. And for God's sakes, keep a close watch on Mary for me.
Okay.
And the kid's also lying to him in the beginning, saying, I don't know why I was going to the pool to meet my girl.
Not to mention that at the pool, the lady who was swimming, she got captured by the most fierce and scary weapon ever.
A fucking pool skimmer. It's not even wrapped around her neck, it's wrapped around her tits, and he's pulling her up like that, and she's like, oh my god, I can't get this off, like, just go underwater.
Yeah, as you said.
Yeah. And then the second he pulls her out of the water, she's like, oh, and she's like already
completely
comatose.
Twice in this movie, I think one was towards the end, the girl literally looks at the chainsaw, and the actress plays it as if someone was like, I've got a water gun, and I'm going to soak it, and they're like, oh no. And then, yes, they start screaming once it's close, but she sees him coming and she's just like, oh no.
Bastard! Bastard! Bastard!
The waterbed death, which is kind of funny, except for one shot. There's a wide shot from above.
Yeah, why would you leave that in? I was hoping he was gonna stab her, and then water would start shooting up through her.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna do, I mean, it was a cool visual just to have her bleeding into the waterbed.
Damn.
But what did they even say the waterbed was for, like therapy sessions?
No. What does the waterbed produce?
They've just installed a waterbed in the training room.
Have you ever been laid on a waterbed?
The most beautiful thing in the world is smoking pot and fucking on a waterbed at the same time.
I'm pretty sure it was it. Have you ever smoked a...
Yo, and these kids are just smoking in the fucking hallway.
They were,
It's
right?
not even an outdoor hallway.
No.
Well, I'm sincerely glad to hear that, for all our sakes.
It's what triggers the murders. Same with blood rage. What
The
triggers...
marriage, the blood rage is the marriage.
Brad and I have an announcement to make. Come on, honey. You tell them.
Well, we're gonna
We're
tie the
getting
knot.
married.
But at the same time, the kid also breaks out of the insane asylum.
Perfect storm.
Okay, yes, but that doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, also
Think of how many elements it took to get the dinosaurs unleashed on Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but those were connected.
But what's the motivation of the T-Rex?
He needed health care.
Okay. But in the mutilator, there is no motive, may not trigger.
Yes, it's the dad.
Is it that?
Yes.
They just like go there and he starts killing people.
Maybe the theme song pushed him over the edge.
Definitely yes. Yes, Fall Break is the only movie with a sitcom main title. No, sitcom as a sitcom opening credits.
Yes.
We're going on now.
A fall break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll breathe the sweet salt air. I swear we'll never part.
Moving on.
Yes.
So, where the hell were we?
Once we find out who the principal is, which apparently nobody knew that he changed his name, because that's what.
And the kid discovers it.
Yeah, the kid discovers
while eating Wendy's.
They are eating Wendy's because that's one of the connection that they had being in Spain. All of a sudden they say, we have to show that we're in America. Get something American.
Did they fly it in?
Probably. It's possible.
Really?
It's possible that somebody just brought in a couple of cups and.
Arlington, this is Sergeant Holden of Boston Homicide. What can you give me on a guy called John Reston, 413 Cedar Drive? R-E-S, right.
Yeah, I'll hold on.
I don't know if Wendy's was in Spain at the time.
It made me hungry.
Doesn't seem like that.
What?
Seems kind of early for them to have transitioned.
Yeah, so probably
overseas.
And now we cut to a history of Wendy's international franchising.
Go.
Bad chop suey. So long.
Take it easy.
But so these movies were from this era where there was not really the plot was just like a pretext to have murder after murder after murder. You had to find an idea where to put people together that it was plausible that a killer would just go around and kill them, and they were just trying to top each other with the final shock, if you will, and the actual murder
reveal.
No, the
actual
murders as they were happening. So more bloody. I mean, this one they even used a real pig carcass.
Yeah.
So it was more
Well, I think it
gritty.
It did that flawlessly. I think that
the pig's performance,
as much as a traditional movie, it may have its WTF moments. What were you guys thinking? I think for this type of afternoon friend accompanied watching,
not your friend,
I think out of these three, it was the most fun, and I also think it's the most engaged I've been with this type of. I really want the guys to be making comments and laughing and also enjoying it. And some great scenes, some cheesy scenes. I thought in that aspect, it knocked it out of the absolute
the
mark.
confusion helps spawn that too.
Yes, and it's genuinely a fun watch.
Because Blood Rage, which is the twins.
Yes.
is straightforward for the most part.
Yes.
And Fall Break's a little weird and has some weird, goofy moments, but it's pretty much straight.
Yes.
There's no like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Yeah.
The highlight of Fall Break is and will forever be the juxtaposed opening theme, and the little moments like the.
Well, looks like the party's over for this joker.
Yeah, my dad ran over him with a ski boat. An accident.
I think the highlight of Blood Rage is Mark Soper as the twins. I thought, like you said, brought it up to the gimmick of it.
The highlight of Blood Rage is the mom and.
He's here!
No, the highlight of Blood Rage, yes. Sitting
The-
spread eagle on the kitchen
yes.
floor with the fridge open, eating cold green beans.
Okay.
With the smell of your own vagina wafting into your face.
We have slugs and called the green beans.
Sitting in the juice is the thing. Well, all of that to say, I think Pieces is by far the most balls to the wall, just fun. I had a blast with this. I had an absolute blast with this.
It was a lot of fun, yes.
We're used to it.
And with decent characters, character actors.
Bud
and,
Spencer.
Yes,
Jesus
Paul Smith, the most subtle.
And what the hell was with the key? Was the key like the? Remember, he's like, "Oh, wait, these aren't my keys."
These aren't my keys.
There is
Is that just okay to throw you off to think that he's lying, or
They do
just to
they
make you
do a
confusing?
decent job. I was thinking of, as blatant as it's played, Bud Spencer and the.
It's Paul Smith.
We're doing
John
that
Rhys
as like
Davies. Davies?
Davies. But it's
I
like
mean, you want to give red herring throughout the story, of course.
You could see both of them being. I thought for sure the professor, the mustache dude, was going to be it.
Yes, because Paul Smith is so blatant. They say, okay, if they make him the killer, is really ridiculous.
But I'm sorry, Paul Smith is Bud Spencer?
Yes. Okay, this is Paul Smith. This is Bud Spencer.
Which one is it now?
Which one is it now?
He was the highlight of this movie.
Yes.
By far.
Yes.
That he wore one facial expression the whole movie.
I think he had a stroke halfway through, and they just let him continue filming.
Is
We
that
need your scenes done.
He hasn't.
We'll take you to the hospital afterwards. Can you hear me? Okay, walk out the door. Walk towards my voice.
Will you just shove him?
Anyways, was it worth it to postpone writing and
Hell
watching
yeah.
this movie?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why don't you start?
He starts.
He starts. Why don't you start?
Okay.
I start. Why don't?
I'll go. I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
I'll go with one, which is good.
Yes.
Yes, it's good. Because I had a fun time watching it with you guys, and I would watch it again.
Score.
And I agree. This was an absolute blast. You get gore, you get all the hallmarks: the gore, the titties, the bad acting, the dubbing, the what the fucks. I think across the board.
Full frontal male nudity.
Full frontal male nudity.
Boy, anyone would think you were in bed with Chainsaw Charlie. An hysteric.
Candle.
The tagline here, which we didn't talk about, but great marketing, great packaging, great. We'll put the trailer in the video here. Great fucking marketing. Yes, you already saw that, of course. But the tagline is, "It's exactly what you think it is," and you know what it was, and it was fucking great. Great job, Pieces.
What's the tagline?
It's exactly what you think it is.
What is the tagline?
Third base. Great job, and a great fucking job. Great movie to watch with friends.
And I go exactly with you. Very fun movie. Completely discombobulated. Don't go in hoping to find a new Psycho or even Deep Red, which we will watch soon.
Maybe we already have.
Or maybe we already have. Or maybe we
don't know what day it is or time it is.
No.
Very disorienting.
Who am I?
And depending on how YouTube sticks around, maybe you're watching this and we're dead.
Damn, yeah.
Possible. But before I die, my one ball.
High score.
In the movie, we saw 2 balls.
Yes.
Yes.
And a penis.
And some tennis balls.
And some tennis balls.
MaJaMa.
I'm pretty sure that guy was Bud Spencer.
It wasn't. Oh my God.
He did look very suspicious. Maybe he was hiding it.
That he was. Maybe he killed Bud Spencer.
And ate him.
Really, this is just so that anyone who watches this has been turned on to the presence of Bud Spencer.
Who is Bud Spencer?
He's an Italian actor whose real
Oh,
name
the guy
was
from
the
Yeah, yeah. Okay, dude, that's funny. I was actually gonna ask that whole time.
Yeah.
We mentioned like 60 times. You know who we're referring to? What type of cohesion do we have on this pathetic wannabe show?
He's an Italian actor whose real name was Carlo.
We name dropped him like 100 times.
Carlo
in 5
Pedersoli.
Wait, why is he called Bud Spencer?
Because he loved Bud Light and he loved Spencer Tracy.
You must be kidding.
All right, well, this is fucking stupid, or though.
Yes.
I mean, the whole film.
Yes.
Everyone deserves to die.
Yes.
I mean, as is the case with a lot of movies.
Yes, several.
That should be a tagline for a slasher.
That should be the name of a movie.
Nice.
Everyone deserves to die.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's fine.
It's like almost Bad CGI Sharks. It's kind of blatant. You're making all your characters assholes, and you want to see them die.
Or you can call it Final Destination 3, and there you go.
MaJaMa.
And oops.
Whack.
Whack. All right.
You're wearing that.
Yes, I am. There was something wrong.
Something doesn't feel right.
Maybe. Do you think that somebody noticed it?